Last year, due to injuries, you guys were kind of searching for answers to that inside spot until Jimmy Swain, I think, finally stepped in and did some good things for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Do you see progress with Sampson and Keith, and are they kind of your top options right now?
We do, and they are the top options. They've worked at it, and now they've been tapped on the shoulder, and it's here, and it's time to go perform. The combination of they have taken reps, the tutelage that they have received and they will be getting, Lana being in there as well as a mentor, another guy that can help them just understand and see things. All those things, they're going to have those guys ready, and the most important thing is to make sure that they can be aggressive and play fast. Not let them think too much, let them react. There's a reason they're inside linebackers. They're instinctive. And we've got to make sure that there's a complete clarity for them in the game plan and understanding what the opponent's doing so that they can play fast.
Front left, Matt.
You said you're kind of preparing for who Utah's going to be, regardless of quarterback. It seems like they're always a power run team with Zach Moss. What do you think of his ability? He leads, I think, the conference in rushing yards and average and second in touchdowns. Just what does his talents bring to the table and challenge of stopping him?
Big time guy. He's an NFL guy. I know him well. He's from my neck of the woods. He's about 45 minutes north of where I grew up. So I watched him play high school football. I mean, and he has developed tremendously in their program. And he is a big physical. And I know he's a downhill guy, but he'll put a foot in the ground, make you miss, and bounce that thing outside and outrun the defense. So he's a combination that's probably the most difficult to defend because he'll run through you and he'll run around you. And the offensive line, they do a tremendous job getting push and knocking people back. And they were averaging 40-plus points a game for about 3 or 4 games straight. They were mixing it up well. They were using tempo. They were using unbalanced formations. And we don't expect it to change. I mean, they do what they do, and they're good at it. So, and certainly Zach Moss is a big part of that.
Mario mentioned their physicality. They have one of the more productive linebacker duos in the league, probably in the country. Just what have you seen from their top 2 linebackers in particular, who both have over 70 tackles, I believe?
They don't miss tackles. These guys play with great balance. It all starts up front, so their offensive or their defensive line does a good job controlling the line of scrimmage, but these guys get downhill. They recognize, they diagnose so quickly. There's no hesitation in their game. I mean, if they see double team, back block, pull, they understand its power, and they scrape downhill in a hurry. They take the air out of your offensive plays, meaning they know when they're spilling, they know when they're boxing, they understand where their help is. I mean, these guys they're complete linebackers. And when they close, they understand how to tackle and how to get a guy on the ground. There's no leading with the head. They're just so fundamentally sound, and they play with power. So these guys, there's a reason, they have the productivity that they have. They're blessed with tremendous ability, but they know what they're doing, and they do it in a physical manner.
On the right, right.
I think during camp you said that Ugo was kind of lobbying to return punts and got in there. What's it been like to see him, not only play well on defense for you this year, but to have that role as well as a senior?
As the season goes on, I hope, and I know he got recognized again today, I hope that he is further recognized as one of the best players in the country, because what he has brought to the table, the multiple positions he plays on defense, what he has done on special teams, and not only as a returner, but on our coverage units as well. It's changed us. It really has. And I'm going to try to talk him into kickoff returns this week, see if he's willing to do some of that as well. But he wasn't messing around when he said, Coach, you got to look at my high school tape. And how important is it to listen to the players? It's very important. A lot of times they know and have seen before you've even had a chance to assess. And he's, from day one, he showed that he can do it. And he's done a great job. Certainly the other day he kick-started a game, and that momentum we never gave it back. 14 points really, sparked by special teams that end up being, a gap that they weren't able to close, UCLA.